Halo, halo, cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie na polskim YouTubie, który jest jak Unia Europejska, tolerancyjny, więc nic nie możemy mówić. Pogramy w grę o Tron. Mam nadzieję, że Wam się spodoba. No i o dziwo są napisy. Graj po polsku zrobili robotę. Już jakiś czas temu i wydaje mi się, że to będzie spoko seria. Bo i tak musimy czekać za kolejnym spolszczeniem do The Walking Dead, więc czymś trzeba tą lukę zatkać, a gra o Tron akurat elegancko się wpasowuje w taką mocną linię fabularną na moim kanale. Tylko że ja całego serialu nie widziałem. Trochę widziałem, ale całego nie. Ale kojarzę takiego małego gnoma ruchacza.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he done it himself the way he tells it.
Czy dźwięk jest okej? Napiszcie. Jaki masz miecz zakrwawiony? O wielki.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Old Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood.
No już go czyścimy. Spokojnie, nie denerwuj się. Ja nie wyczyszczę. Jaka ta szmatka chłonna, chyba z mikrofibry.
Sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being
Nie
honest...
bądź dupkiem.
Don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Co się wydarzyło naprawdę? Opowiadaj. Bo chcemy poznać prawdę.
So what really happened?
Przynajmniej w grach możemy.
I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye.
No.
Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
Na luzie nie będziemy się nie kłócić.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Ale zaplusowałem
Norrin's
chyba.
family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Sam Lord mi nalewa.
To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us.
Chyba tak.
To Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye!
Got it.
Oj, jest sprawa chyba. Trzeba coś załatwić.
Yes, my lord.
Jest
I
my
need
lord?
you to keep an eye out
Warcraft
for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever.
Będę
How shall I
wojownikiem?
reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
Chcę walczyć,
Fight,
normalne.
my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Nie
Your
zawiodę
hard
cię.
work has paid off.
Thank you,
Nie
my
zawiodę
lord.
cię.
I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now
Yes,
go
my lord.
and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord.
My lord.
Thank you.
My lord.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Jeszcze dziś pomogę. Nie mogę się wywyższyć.
More wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
Po prostu rób
It's your
swoje, stary.
job
Już
to do the
nie
work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I
Pierdolisz.
suppose this beats pig farming.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For
Ty
all
jesteś
I
najniżej,
know,
ja już
we'll
nie
be
jestem.
squires for life. Pulling wine around a
Doczekasz
fucking
się.
wedding.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Or easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there. Take your time.
Pan
You
Giermek
lot
kolejny?
have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
A dlaczego ty się napinasz?
Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Jest jakiś taki przerażony, nie? Taki dziwny.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
Jakiś bunt?
What's wrong with him?
Ty cię napinał cięciwe.
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you?
Run!
O co tu chodzi? Próba przejęcia władzy,
We
czy...
need to get back to camp.
Mam nadzieję, że zaraz się dowiem. My nie mamy broni.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Ale Rodrik jest dobry, trzeba mu pomóc.
A gift from the king.
Co, Giermka zabijesz, psie? Można? Dzięki nas. Szpak ducha mi wleciał. Dobra, ale mam tarczę. Uważaj, bo cię goni.
Ready, boys. Whoa!
No, szarżą w nich, jak wojownik.
Shoot that one!
Nie wyszło. Mamy omdlenie na sali. Bóg zapłać, dobry człowieku. Była egzekucja i nie ma. Ej, gra może być ciekawa.
Look out!
Komu ja tu muszę pomóc? Gdzie jest ten rodzic? O kurde. Nie fajnie. Bądź silny. Brawo. Rodriga muszę uratować. Ale już nie mam tarczy. No duszę. O jebady. Dzisiaj mi założył. Pędzą konie po betonie. Raz. Teraz to skopy ta wieści. Pomóż mu, już nie patrz. O, kurwa, koniem go jeszcze przydusił. Widać, Wika nie udało się uratować. Ale to jeszcze nasz lord. Brawo.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Nie żyje.
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Dajcie mi
Find a
broń.
weapon, quickly!
Już, szybko. Kim oni kurwa są? Mógł zapłać, lordzie.
Walter Frey, you fucking traitor!
Dokładnie, zdrada.
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Spierdalamy. Pomóż mu, kurwa. Wydaje się prawilną mordą.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like
Nic,
dogs.
kurwa, nie zrobił. Nie zostawiaj go, nie zostawiaj go. Aha, on jest przebity na pół.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to wait.
Nie mam wyboru.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go,
I won't leave you, my
Chcę mu
lord.
pomóc.
and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle.
Tell him the North Grove must never be lost.
Tak też się stanie.
No one but him. Do you understand?
Dobrze, nikomu nie powiem.
Tell only your uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Tylko wujowi.
Your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Normalnie, kurwa.
With love from Walter Frey.
Uciekaj. Teraz to już uciekaj. Nie zastanawiaj się w nogi. Dużo będzie musiał się jeszcze nauczyć. Ale mamy pierwszy achievement. Ty, może być fajna gra. Znaczy fabuła jest na pewno wciągająca. Muszę pamiętać, żeby wujowi powiedzieć. Dokładnie tak. Gra o Tron. Żelazo z lodu. To ja nawet chyba trafiłem, jak w to kliknąłem. Jeszcze pociąg nie jechał w trakcie nagrywania. Bardzo ciekawie gierka zrobiona. Ty głodny jesteś pewnie? Mogę sprawdzić teren? Nie, nic nie mogę z tą świnią zrobić, ale mamy krew.
Blood.
I to nie jest krew świni.
Fresh.
Albo świni. A tam się coś stało, bo od razu widać dym, więc coś czuję, że tam gdzie idziemy nie dzieje się dobrze. Mogę coś tu? Jakaś interakcja? Nie. No coś tu się stało, już jacyś bandyci tu byli, zdrajcy.
That's father's car.
Jak ty to poznałeś, stary, po rejestracji? Przecież tamten i ten są takie same.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
A ilu ich tu jest? Bo jak jest z 3. Po cichu można spróbować.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you?
Bo ja go kurwa ledwo mogę unieść.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely.
Dźgnij go do przodu.
Off my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Nie zabijecie mnie, ojca, chuje, kurwa.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Nigdy. Pierdol się.
Fuck you.
Puta merda, kurwa. Chyba mam problem.
All right. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
O kurwa, stary, zobaczysz jak operuje widłami.
You really
Widły!
are a pig farmer, huh?
No i co teraz? Nie ma miecza. Ani krtani! Chodź. Chodź, coś pokażę. Słaboć goś. A z tobą to ja mam do porozmawiania. Oddaj miecz. Kurwa, chamie ty. Na nocnik czesany. Ło. Dobij go, dobij go. No dobij go!
Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you! I was only following orders. Thank you!
Wypierdalaj.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this.
Ale w co nie skończyłem.
I promise.
cieszę, że wam okazałem litość. Psy.
Father?
Jezu, ale zlali.
You survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
Ty, zaczyna się tragicznie. Na samym starcie tracimy rodzinę.
I'll kill the men who did this.
A ja ci w tym pomogę. I mam nadzieję, że widzowie łapkami do góry też. Ciekawe, czy ta twierdza jeszcze coś znaczy, tak? Niby...
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Żwawo. Jezu, jakie archaiczne słowo. Żwawo. A zawiało
Two
innym.
White Hill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what?
W
My
imię
sister,
władzy. Na pewno.
she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Cieszę się.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything.
Dokładnie tak.
These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Jezu, jak to brzmi. To było konieczne?
Dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man.
Our house will never fall.
Dokładnie tak.
By the
JP
gods,
Armii
let's
nigdy nie
hope you're
upadnie.
right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to
Dobrze,
tell
mogę
him.
to cofnąć.
Your
Świetnie.
uncle? I see. Must be rather important, then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Ty, mogę chodzić. Brawo. Świetna robota.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
To sobie pochodzę. Bo nie ma zapisu. Tron, spójrz. Ciekawe, że gdzieś w grze o Tron, jak ja oglądałem, były jakieś straszne stwory. Nie wiem, ile w tym jest prawdy, ale wydaje mi się, że faktycznie jakieś straszne stwory tam były.
The Ironwood Grove.
Jestem ciekawy, czy ja mogę zapisać grę tak sam z siebie. Nie, nie mogę zapisać gry sam z siebie. A chciałbym to zrobić. Ale rozchodzić tę ranę trzeba. Rzućmy okiem na obraz. Nie wiem ile nagrywam, bo nie mam drugiego monitora. Znaczy mam, ale nie działa. Ale to już może być troszeczkę.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan.
Nie żyje.
Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Nie, Rodri nie żyje, sorry.
He was our best warrior by far. Lord Forrester.
Też nie żyje.
It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Dobrze.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine.
Jest okej nawet, wiesz?
I'll show you.
Zobacz. Pokażę ci miecz, patrz.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Dobrze, że mi to powiedziałeś, bo bym go nie oddał.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who is the new lord of House
No
Forrester?
mówiłeś
White
mi tam.
Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his
No
hands,
sobie nie poradzisz nawet na zdjęciu
which is rather
z jakąś
frightening when you think
mandoliną.
about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to
O
decide.
kurwa,
Lord
dziecko będzie
Forrester
decydować
promoted
o
me.
mnie.
At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while
Grze na
practicing his
lutni.
lute.
Świetny lord. Mogę już
Can I
odejść?
go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Witam.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Moja i twoja.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Najlepsza odpowiedź.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
To w sumie on powinien teraz przejąć
This has
władzę po
been
ojcu.
so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Tak.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He
Muszę skłamać.
said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
A nigdy i tak się prawnie
You
nie
have the
dowie.
Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
On go kurwa nie
Thank
uniesie.
you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Ale
We're
jednemu
the
całe
ones that
życie.
should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now.
Ale jednego oszczędziłem,
We
kurwa.
have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that
Myślisz, że
got
wybrał
him.
stronę zbuja?
So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
To jest dzieciak.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same. As
W
any
sumie
man.
to nie było zabójstwo, broniłem się.
Murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when
Nie,
the house
przyjmijcie
is
się.
so vulnerable.
Jestem w szoku po prostu.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Zrobił to, co musiał. I kurwa jeszcze go pierdalają.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Powiedzmy o tym gaju północnym. Powiedz mu kurwa o tym gaju! Ale o tym gaju powiem mu już w kolejnym odcinku. Drodzy widzowie, kłaniam się skacz po same kule. Jeśli unikasz patologii, zostaw łapkę w górę. Cześć!